decompose negative 5x plus 4 over x squared minus x into partial fractions. So first, we factor the denominator. That's going to factor into x and x minus 1. And then we express the factored form as the sum of two fractions. So a over x and b over x minus 1. Eliminate the denominators by multiplying each side by the least common denominator, which is x times x minus 1. So a over x plus b over x minus 1. We multiply the entire thing by x squared minus x. Multiply that by x squared minus x, or, well, the factored form of it. So let's actually do this as x times x minus 1. We'll multiply this by x times x minus 1. Multiply this by x times x minus 1. And multiply this by x times x minus 1. So that cancels out. Our x's are going to cancel out here. Our x minus 1s are going to cancel out here. So negative 5x plus 4 equals a times x minus 1 plus b times x. Pick, again, our x's can be anything. This is true for all values of x. So we want to pick x's that are going to make the b go away. So we're going to say that x equals 0. So plug in 0 for x. That's a 0 minus 1 plus b times 0, and that all goes away. This is 4 is negative 1a, so a equals negative 4. Then we're going to take that negative 5x plus 4 equals a times x minus 1 plus b times x. And we already found that a equals negative 4. And we're going to set x equal to 1 so that x minus 1 equals 0. So negative 5 times 1 plus 4 equals a times 1 minus 1 plus b times 1. And so that cancels out. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1 equals b. Then we go back to the original where we split it into two fractions and substitute the values for a and b to determine the partial fractions. So a is negative 4 and b is negative 1. So we go back here, right? And so make this negative 5x plus 4 over x times x minus 1 equals negative 4 over x plus negative, or plus negative 1 would be minus 1. Minus 1 over x minus 1. And then the last thing that we do is we check our work. We're going to add the, subtract, in this case, these two fractions by getting a common denominator. I'm going to multiply this by x minus 1 over x minus 1, and this by x over x. And this becomes negative 4x plus 4 minus x, which would be negative 5x plus 4. And the denominator we know is the same. So our answer would be negative 4 over x plus, or minus 1 over x minus 1. And when you write your answers, you need to write it out this way. Don't just tell me that a equals negative 4 and b equals negative 1, because I won't know whether you did it this way or whether you did it the other way around. So you need to actually write it out. Okay? So, we're going to do it again. I've got like 4 more examples. We're going to keep doing this. So, right? So, we factor the denominator. This is going to factor into x minus 4 and x plus 3. Set that equal to a over x minus 4 plus b over x plus 3. Multiply everything by x minus 4 times x plus 3. Multiply that by x minus 4 times x plus 3. Multiply that by x minus 4 times x plus 3. That cancels out. The x minus 4's cancel out. The x plus 3's cancel out. We're going to get negative 3x minus 23 equals a x plus 3 plus b x minus 4. So in order to cancel out the b, we want x minus 4 to equal 0, which means that x equals 4. So plug in 4, negative 3 times 4, negative 3 times 4, minus 23 equals a times negative 4 plus 3, or positive 4. 4 plus 3 plus b times 4 minus 4. That is 0, and that all goes away. Negative 12 minus 23 is negative 35 equals 7a. Divide by 7. A equals negative 5. Now we do the same thing to eliminate a. We want this to equal 0. So we're going to pick x equal to negative 3. Make negative 3 times negative 3 minus 23 equal a negative 3 plus 3 plus b negative 3 minus 4. 9 minus 23 is 14, negative 14. This becomes 0 and goes away. And this is negative 7b, which is going to give us b equal to 2. So we're going to get an answer that is negative 5 over x minus 4 and 2 over x plus 3. All right, we go back to the very beginning and we plug in our a and our b. And the last thing to do is check our work. So we are going to multiply this by x plus 3 over x plus 3, and this by x minus 4 over x minus 4. It'll be negative 5x minus 15 plus 2x minus 8, which is going to be negative 3x minus 23, which is exactly what we want. So we get negative 5 over x minus 4 plus 2 over x plus 3 as our answer. Once more with feeling. Decompose x plus 26 over x squared plus 3x minus 10 into partial fractions. So we factor the denominator. I'm not even giving you guys any hard ones. These are like the easiest of the partial fraction decompositions. So we factor the denominator. This is going to factor into x plus 5 and x minus 2. And we set that up as a over x plus 5 plus b over x minus 2. And we multiply everything by x plus 5 times x minus 2. Multiply by x plus 5 times x minus 2. Multiply by x plus 5, x minus 2. And our x plus 5s and our x minus 2s cancel there. Our x plus 5s cancel there. Our x minus 2s cancel there. This is going to be x plus 26 equals a x minus 2 plus b x plus 5. And now we go ahead and pick some numbers for x. If we want to eliminate b, we're going to get that x equals negative 5. Negative 5 plus 26 equals a times negative 5 minus 2 plus b times negative 5 plus 5. That's going to be 0 and go away. Negative 5 plus 26 is 21 equals negative 7a, which means that a equals negative 3. Now we want the a to go away, so we're going to pick x equal to 2. So 2 plus 26 equals a, 2 minus 2, plus b, 2 plus 5. That's going to be 28. That's going to be 0 and go away. It's going to be 7b, which means that b equals 4. Plug these back into what we started out with. Negative 3 over x plus 5 plus 4 over x minus 2. And then we check our work. Multiply this by x plus 5 over x plus 5, and this by x minus 2 over x minus 2. And we're going to get negative 3x plus 6 plus 4x plus 20, which is going to give me x plus 26, which is what I had. So negative 3 over x plus 5 and 4 over x minus 2 is our answer. One more time. Decompose negative 4 over x squared minus 4 into partial fractions. So we factor the denominator. Should factor into x plus 2 and x minus 2. Make that the sum of two fractions, a over x plus 2 and b over x minus 2. Multiply everything by x plus 2 times x minus 2. That multiplies by x plus 2, x minus 2. That multiplies by x plus 2, x minus 2. That cancels out. The x plus 2's cancel out. The x minus 2's cancel out. Negative 4 equals a times x minus 2 plus b times x plus 2. If we set x equal to negative 2, we're going to get negative 4 equals a, negative 2 minus 2, plus b times negative 2 plus 2. That becomes 0 and goes away. Negative 4 equals negative 4a, which means that a equals 1. Then we're going to set x equal to positive 2. Negative 4 equals a times 2 minus 2. Plus b times 2 plus 2. And that goes away. Negative 4 equals b times 4, which means that b equals negative 1. Plug these back in to what we started with. You're going to get 1 over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 2. And then we check our work. We're going to multiply this by x plus 2 over x plus 2, and this by x minus 2 over x minus 2. And this is x minus 2 minus x plus 2, which would be x minus 2 minus 2 is minus 4. We get 1 over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 2, and that is our answer. And again, decompose x plus 11 over 2x squared minus x minus 10 into partial fractions. So, factor the denominator. Y'all should be able to pause this video right now and do this one on your own. Factor the denominator. That's going to factor into 2x. What does that factor into? 2x, it's going to be a plus 2 and a minus 5. Multiplies to 10, that's a plus 4, minus 5 is minus 1. Make this a over 2x minus 5 plus b over x plus 2. multiply everything by 2x minus 5 times x plus 2. 2x minus 5 times x plus 2. 2x minus 5 times x plus 2. That cancels out. That cancels out. That cancels out. X minus 11 equals a x plus 2 plus b 2x minus 5. So if we want to cancel the b out, 2x minus 5 has to equal 0, which means that 2x has to equal 5, which means x has to equal 5 halves. Is this going to be a problem for us? No, we can do it. So we're going to plug in x equals 5 halves, and we're going to get 5 halves minus, I'm going to go ahead and get my common denominator here and make this 22 halves. Equals a 5 halves plus, again, common denominator, make this 4 halves. Plus b, and I know that that's going to be 0. And that's going to go away. So 5 minus 22 is negative 17 halves. Equals, yeah, negative 17 halves equals a times 9 halves. We divide by 9 halves, or we multiply by the reciprocal, which is 2/9. And our 2's cancel, and we get a equals negative 17 over 9. Yeesh. All right. We're going to get rid of that a, so we're going to pick that x equals negative 2, which is much nicer to work with. Negative 2 minus 11 equals a times negative 2 plus 2 plus b 2 times negative 2 minus 5. And that's going to cancel out. Negative 2 minus 11 is negative 13. This is negative 4 minus 5 is a negative 9. So that's negative 9b, which means that b is equal to 13 over 9. Now, moment of truth. Plug this back in. So if I say negative 17 over 9 over 2x minus 5, that's the same thing as saying negative 17 over 9 times 2x minus 5. Right? This is over 1, and if you keep change flip it, you get this. So then, plus the b, which is 13 over 9 times x plus 2. And so we multiply this by 2x minus 5 and multiply this by x plus 2 to check our work. And we get negative 17 x plus 2 and this should be an x plus 2 in the denominator there as well, and 2x minus 5 in the denominator. So negative 17 times x plus 2 plus 13 times 2x minus 5, which is negative 17x minus 34 plus 26x minus 65, which when we combine our like terms is negative 17x plus 26x is 9x. Negative 65x minus negative 65 minus 34 is 99. Right? So we get 9x minus 99 over 9 times 2x minus 5 times x plus 2. And we can factor out a 9 and make that 9 and make that x minus 11, x plus 11. How did I mess up a minus there? I lost a minus somewhere. It'll be x. It should be x plus 11. We'll come back to that later. So our answer here is negative 17 over 9. Negative 17 over 9 2x minus 5 plus 13 over 9 times x plus 2. And that's our answer. Decompose 9x minus 7 over 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 into partial fractions. I hope to God this is the last. Yes, this is the last one. Played myself here. So, factor the denominator. So that's going to factor into 2x and x. That's going to be, it's got to be a minus 1 and a minus 1. So that's going to be a over 2x minus 1 and b over x minus 1. Multiply everything by 2x minus 1 times x minus 1. 2x minus 1 times x minus 1. 2x minus 1 times x minus 1. That cancels. That cancels. That cancels. And this is going to be 9x minus 7 equals a times x minus 1 plus b times 2x minus 1. We want this to be equal to 0. So that means that 2x equals 1, which means that x equals 1/2. So we're going to plug in x equals 1/2. Make this 9 times 1/2 would be 9/2. I'm going to go ahead and get my common denominator and make this 14/2. 1/2 minus, get my common denominator there. And this, I know, is going to be 0 because I set it up that way. This is negative 5/2. This is negative 1/2. Multiply by negative 2 over 1. And that all cancels out neatly. And we're going to get that a equals 5, which is just delightful. Then we are going to plug in x equals 1. And so 9 times 1 minus 7 equals a times 1 minus 1 plus b times 2 times 1 minus 1. 9 minus 7 is 2. That's going to go away. 2 minus 1 is 1. B is 2. Plug these back in. So 5 over 2x minus 1 plus 2 over x minus 1. Get our common denominator to check our work. Make this x minus 1 and x minus 1. So get our common denominator to check our work. And this is going to be 5x minus 5 plus 4x minus 2, which is 9x minus 7. So our answer is 5 over 2x minus 1 plus 2 over x minus 1. And wow, that sure was a whole lot of examples. But hey, hopefully you got lots of practice. And if you didn't, I promise there will be more that we will work on in class.